So a professional golfer, Brett White with me. We want to talk about 2017, obviously for you, but want to just kind of bring up why I reach out to you, because I really loved you. I read about you, loved your story, and I reached out and said, listen, I think we would be good for each other.
Yeah.
I said, I would love to sponsor you for a year, and here we are. And obviously, many people know Freddie the Pizza Man Foundation equips sensory rooms in the state of Michigan. He's a Michigan native. He's got a great story about golf, 2017 story, and I thought we would be perfect for each other. So I'm really glad to have you aboard.
I'm excited to be on board with you guys as well. You guys do amazing work for autistic children in schools, the sensory rooms. I've had family members that have been teaching for a long time. My fiance's a teacher, so I connected with your story 100%, and I'm excited to be here.
As I connected with you in 2017. So let's tell the people about 2017 for Brett White.
Yeah, so I turned pro right after college in 2016. Played a year on the PGA Tour Latin American Tour, and in that time of our break in the summer, because it's winter down there, I contracted mono, and it went to my brain, and it really messed me up. So I had what's called viral encephalitis, and basically the virus took over my body, and I was in the hospital for 2 or 3 weeks in between hospital and rehabilitation center, and I ended up having to really relearn how to walk, how to talk properly again, and just memory and things that also come along with a brain injury. So it took about 10 to 12 weeks just to kind of feel normal, and then getting back to golf and getting confident and going through all the mental stuff that you don't necessarily physically see. Probably took me over a year to really feel like I belong back on the golf course, being a professional again.
So when you got sick,
Yeah.
you rushed to the hospital? How did
It
you
was
wake
kind
up?
of a slow burn. So I just took second place I lost in a playoff in the New Hampshire State Open, and that would have been end of July in 2017. And I had a Rhode Island State Open coming up. I was staying with my buddy in Boston. In between that time, I just started to feel really tired, and my body was aching, and I was sleeping all the time. I was so tired. I just remember being exhausted, and I kind of thought, oh man, something's up. Look on WebMD or something for all my symptoms, and it says probably have mono. So I was like, maybe I do have mono. I'll go get that checked out. So I went to the urgent care center there. They gave me a test. They're like, yeah, you got mono. Okay, well, what do? You kind of rest. There's no really a cure for mono. I asked the physician if I could still golf, and they said, yeah, as long as you feel fine. So I played in this Rhode Island State Open, and I just started getting more tired and feeling worse and worse. I was like, I better get home right away and go see a real doctor or my home physician and rest up in Grand Rapids. So I drove all 14 hours back
Yeah, I
home.
noticed you like to drive a lot.
I drove up from, yeah, exactly. That's life on the road,
Yeah,
I know.
But
So I drove back, and that was a tough drive. I was sleeping. I'd pull over to the side of the road and sleep for an hour or two, trying to get back. But it just kept on getting worse and worse. Went to go see my physician, did some blood work. They sent me home. So then a week later, I go back, and by that time, it had gotten really bad. I was having trouble standing up without grabbing onto a table or something just sturdy, and they said, hey, you better get to the hospital. And from there, I was there for 3 weeks, and it just got worse and worse until they could control the brain swelling. So probably for 3 or 4 days there in the hospital, it got really scary.
So you had obviously done a lot of therapy, right?
Yeah.
So
Tons of therapy, and shout out to Mary Freebed there in Grand Rapids. I had speech therapy, physical therapy. I stayed inpatient, so I did 7 hours of therapy every day. Speech therapy, physical therapy, occupational therapy, recreational therapy. I mean, anything that I talked to some of their psychologists and stuff like that. I mean, it was a really well done thing, but it was a lot of work. It was like going back to school again. They flipped the lights on at 7:30 and said, "We're going to work today."
You know,
So.
my wife is a physical therapist, so
Okay,
I know
yeah.
I know really well about all the stories. But so obviously, that all happens. You told us earlier in the segment that growing up as a kid, you knew you wanted to golf.
Yeah.
So obviously, there had to be a point there that said, "Man, am I ever going to golf again?"
Absolutely, absolutely. And that is really why I'm still doing it. I, waking up and you're going, man, am I going to walk again? At my lowest point, I don't know, I had to have somebody wipe my own ass.
Yeah.
It was like the lowest of low points that you could ever feel. And you start to think, the doctors had come in and told me, hey, we got the swelling down. I don't know if you're ever going to get fully 100%, but it's not getting worse. It only can get better now. It's just, how much you work. And I said, well, God, I know I want to be able to chase my kids around. I want to be able to do all these things. And kind of there, I was like, oh my God, I want to golf. I don't want to end my career from this stupid virus, or I didn't want to feel bad for myself. So I said, I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to work as hard as I can. And you know what? If I fail, if I never get back to 100%, I'll be better off trying for it. And I don't know, it's just kind of my mentality. It drove me. And it's kind of really solidified my belief in, hey, I can go do it, or I really love golf. So.
The 20, being 2021, the last year and a half, a lot of people have had a lot of rough. It's been a rough life for a lot of people the last year and a half for obvious reasons. For you, it's been almost the last 5 years, and you seem to be, just from meeting you for hour now, you seem to be a very positive guy. Everything you've been through, that you just know this is what I'm going to do, and you're going to make it happen.
Yeah, I think for me,
guy.
it's
young guy.
It definitely changed the way I view the world, my life, my purpose in life, and what my goals are. And I think being positive really, I don't know, you got to start your day off wanting to have a good day. And I'm thankful I'm here. I'm thankful I can walk. I don't know, just little things like that you take for granted. But yeah, I'm happy I'm here. I'm playing good golf. I'm playing at a competitive level, and I think I really can make it to the next level, and I don't know, it just drives me every day.
So let's talk about the next level. Obviously,
Yeah.
28 years old, you have to think about the next 4, 5, 6 years, because
Correct.
really, probably I would say, me being 51 years old, 27 through 35 are really key stage in your life.
Yeah.
Where you're going to go, what you're going to do. Have you thought about the next 5 years? Trying to
Absolutely. I'm trying to. So with the pandemic, Q School was kind of held off, but to get to the next level, I really got to get to the Korn Ferry Tour, which is the one step below the PGA Tour. Yeah. And lots of guys that I play with on this All Pro Tour, give them a shout out. I play there the full schedule this year. There's a lot of guys that do make the jump into the next level, and so for me. Financially, your financial support, it means a lot. I don't really have many sponsors. I kind of do it on my own. So
that comes with
it's expensive, and it puts a little pressure on me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think hungry dogs run faster when it's your own money and your own whatever. You get a little desperation. It makes you work harder and makes you better.
Well, let me ask you a tough question. So what will get you to the next level today, 2021, through 5 years, possibly on the PGA Tour?
I think support from people like you, from my family, but really just getting myself into more opportunities, getting myself into more Monday qualifiers, more Q schools. Since 2017, I have conditional status back on the Latin American Tour, but when I got sick, I had full status, and I'm starting to realize how lucky I was, right out of college. My first Q school, I took third place for the Latin American Q school. And that's just something that you have to kind of catch lightning in a bottle. But just to put myself into more Q schools, give myself more opportunities. I know once I find my way onto a tour, I'm competitive enough. Against other guys, I'd elevate my game if I had to. But I like where my game's at right now. I think if you threw me out on a Korn Ferry or gave me a few starts somewhere like on the PGA Tour, I think I'd fit right in.
Last question for me. Obviously, the PGA Tour is your dream. The Korn Ferry, the PGA, one step at a time. You dream of a major that?
Yeah, I dream of it every time. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how many. The Masters.
The Masters.
I don't know. I'll. Yeah, I do have a dream of winning a major championship. I know it's one step at a time, but.
Yeah. And you're young enough, man.
But why not? I mean, if you're gonna go crazy, shoot. If you would have saw me in 2017, even to get to here, you might have thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
So why not go crazier and say, yeah, I want to compete and win in a major. Who knows? There have been awesome stories like that in golf. So why not make it mine?
One of my favorites, majors is the Open Championship, which they used to call the British Open back in the day. But
yeah.
That's one of my favorites. I don't know if it's because you could watch it at 5 o'clock in the morning and just be done by 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
But it's always one of my favorites. So.
Me too. I think the game started over there. I've never personally been across the pond and played over there in Scotland and the UK and stuff like that. I've never done it, but it is a goal of mine. I do think it's just a completely different way to play golf, and it's a very fun tournament to watch. You see awesome stories coming from that major as well. John Daly won.
Rocco Mediate, or not Rocco Mediate, the other Italian guy, about 20 years ago, that long putt that went up the hill, down the hill.
Oh,
it was like a 40-foot putt.
At St. Andrews. I can't remember.
The Italian guy, and I should know that.
Yeah.
I'm Italian, but...
we'll cut this out.
Yeah, but that was a lot of great tournaments, and obviously John Daly,
Right.
So, and his little putter and his stories. But, I'm glad to be on board.
Yeah.
I'm glad to really have met you. I mean, you got a great story, and for me, I tell you, nothing but success to you, man. I'm glad to have you on board.
I appreciate it. The work that you've done and your foundation is doing, I'm proud to be a part of the team and rocking this Freddie the Pizza Man hat. You'll see it at the Michigan Open. I'm trying to qualify for the Rocket Mortgage, do the pre-qualifier, Monday qualifier. Maybe outside chance of getting a sponsor exemption. There's still one left. But
when is that Rocket? What are they doing there this week?
It's like beginning of July. I think the last day is Sunday, July 4th.
So why are they all there this week? I noticed there was a lot of people there this week, the Rocket.
I think they were doing some fun, like Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the main sponsors is Rocket Mortgage.
I got you.
And so they just had him come in and do like some sort of
fundraising
effort.
I thought these first 3 days was practice, and then this weekend was the tournament. But it's a month away.
Yep. So it's July 4th, I think, will be the Sunday, the last day.
Yes,
so.
You're right about that.
Hopefully I'll be playing it. Hopefully you'll see this hat. But, first things first, got to go take care of business up at the Michigan Open.
Yeah. Listen, great meeting you.
Yeah.
Great being part of Brett White, Freddie the Pizza Man Foundation. We're going to go make a pizza right now. That he's going to go golfing at, where are you going again?
Eagle Crest.
Eagle Crest,
yep,
which I hear it's a great course.
It is.
Never been there. I've watched it all many times, but one time I want to get there and golf there. I hear many great things about it.
Yeah. No doubt. Well, follow me on Twitter, BWhitey08, BWhitey08. Whitey was my hockey nickname in high school. And then on Instagram, it's Brett White Golf, BRETTWHITE Golf, GOLF. So.
Anybody watching want to get in contact with him? If it's easier, just contact me, Freddie the Pizza Man. All social media platforms, I will put you in touch with this guy. Support this guy. He's a great dude. He's got a great story, and I think you're going to see big things out of him. So
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We're going to make a pizza now.
Yeah, you got it.
This segment is brought to you by Les Stanford Cadillac Chevrolet in Dearborn, Michigan. Please visit lesstanford.com.
Solar power is a great investment for your financial future and the planet. The Green Panel Solar Energy Solution allows you to generate your own organic power for when you need it most. With federal tax credits and energy storage solutions, we're committed to providing you with clean energy. Visit us online to schedule a free, no-hassle solar evaluation and pre-order your Tesla Powerwall. Start enjoying the benefits of solar energy. Contact us today. The Green Panel. Energize your future.